Beerzerker! Alright. Woo! So, I got a craft beer sampler pack. This is the Bowen Island Brewing Company. We got the 4 beers. We got the Pale Ale. We got the Irish Cream Ale. We got the Lager. And we got the IPA. Okay. So, I had this around for a while. And I've saved these last 4 to review them in a review session. And maybe I reviewed some earlier. If they suck, I'll replace them with these new reviews. They're going to be totally awesome. Yeah. And anyway, so first of all, we're going to do the Irish Cream Ale because it's the darker beer. Or should I do... No, sorry. Let's do the Extra Pale Ale because they both came out of the refrigerator, out of the freezer for a little bit. And we want to drink this one colder, I think. So, do it. Alright. So, there's the color shot. Not, I wouldn't call it extra pale, but it's not super dark, quite transparent. The head on there, the glass wasn't big enough apparently. I have to use my different pint glasses. The head isn't real disappointing on there. I didn't pour it in too ludicrously. Maybe I'll use a bigger mug next beer. And I don't know, having a problem with this one. It is a 355 milliliter can. Oh, maybe I just use bottles more. I don't know. Sweet aroma. Smell of crystal malts. Or what seems to be crystal malts. Maybe they didn't use crystal malt, but it smells like crystal malt to me. Maybe that's where they got that slight bit of color from. It is kind of brown for pale. It's definitely not a golden beer or a straw colored beer. A lot of hop bitterness in the finish in the middle. Malt flavor in the aftertaste. A bit of alcohol. Oh yes, and let's talk more on the pale ale. It is a 5% beer. All natural, no preservatives, no additives. So I bitched him out over this before. Alcohol is a preservative. Yeah. Take that. And hops are an additive. And even crude oil is all natural. And uranium. Well, I'll say it's not the worst beer I've ever had. It's even lacing a bit. Get some nice, some okay behavior out of the head. Tasting a little extra rough. And the bitterness or something maybe I don't like about the hops in it. But the body, I don't like the body of the beer. Smells sweet, but there's like not much for sweetness in this beer. The carbonation's okay. It's a little bit much carbonation in the body for what I want, but the head, got that low carb style head on there. It's a bit frothy, bitter, bit bland in places, and then the maltiness. The maltiness is bitter, and the body is a bit thin in the texture or something. Like it's not like the malt sugars in the water are fused. That's how it comes off mentally. I don't know if that's the real problem or what the hell. Getting a lot of maltiness in the middle. Um, Not crazy, but for the color shot, it's more malty than you would think, maybe. But it is an amber looking beer, which they can be quite malty. It doesn't seem over filtered or anything. Like it's not. It's quite clear, but I think I'm not enough of a brewer yet to know exactly what it is I don't like about the beer. You know. But I have heard that they're making some other kick-ass shit, which I haven't tried, and that's not these four beers. I'm pretty sure it's a new stuff. So I hope they're just taking constructive criticism and moving up and not skipping or whatever, or just try new stuff. Maybe maybe they did this, and of course you're gonna want to try and sell it. You don't want to just dump it down the drain. Although this is drinkable. It'd be a lot better with barbecue chicken with barbecue sauce on it. You want to have this with ribs or some sticky barbecue, maybe something a little bit spicy to kind of. Then it's gonna go down a lot easier. It would probably be a lot better on draft. Um, the head is performing pretty good though, and with some time, a lot of the carbonation will come out of the body. That extra frothiness. It just doesn't have the presence that I want. The 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 texture in the mouth feel is flat, but not completely watery because it's kind of pasty, but it's thin like watery and pasty. Yet the flavor is so watery in places, then you get a lot of maltiness. It's like I don't know if they something to do with the boil, and they just threw some crystal malt in there to try it. I don't know, but maybe just I don't know. I don't know. It sure smells malty. Yeah, it just doesn't have the presence in the body. Um, I could even stand it to be less malty, um, but no one has to follow everybody else when they make a pale ale. This is what they decided to do. I was more expecting a lighter colored beer with more hops. Not an IPA, but maybe a little bit of dry hop or just more aroma hops, as this is just nasty ass bittering hops at the front that kind of conjoin with the alcohol, which is only 5%, and that's what I mean. To pick up alcohol like this at 5%, I'm just shit bitching this beer. I'm just bitching this beer out. Not cool. It's. I'm sorry. I just want them to brew better beer next time because really, I'm just one person. No one's hardly gonna watch this review. Everyone else is drinking it's probably thinking the same thing. So really, it's just for them to like adjust. Because like I make all grain beer. I've only made it for a couple, not not even maybe slightly over a year, a few batches. I'm busy. I'm a busy fucking guy. I just made a batch of oatmeal stout, and as soon as I got off of beer kits, I went straight to all grain. Really, unless you use old hops or completely fuck up your recipe. I mean, you can throw different hops and you can throw fucking rice and you can do all kinds of shit when you make beer. And as long as you don't skip out, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. All grain. So if you see these guys in the homemade beer and they're like, everyone knows it's shit because they're doing beer kits. There's nothing you can do to most of those beer kits to make them good. And you might be a few people that make a good beer kit by throwing all this shit to hot rod it. Just do all grain. Just dedicate 6 hours out of your day, invest in some equipment, and do all grain. Because the all grain me and my brother make fucking just destroy this shit. Just fucking destroy it. Like, bad. Really fucking bad. We barely know what the fuck we're doing. Yeah, that is offensive. That is an offensive beer. It is not. Considering I paid money for that, this this is actually almost at the level of a homebrew kit. It's a little better than most homebrew kits. This is like par with someone who did a half-ass extract brew. Maybe they could use some better yeast in here too. That could very well be it too. But I think it has most to do with the body. It must have something to do with the boil and their fundamental recipe. There's just not enough barley in the fucking beer. That's it. Like I say, fried chicken. This beer go down pretty good. Most people drink it. But yeah, I'm just bitch. Doesn't just call it like I see it, man. That's it. The head has the nice aroma, the nice texture to it. You know what I mean? Like that's one bonus point is it doesn't have the worst head on a lot of beers, and a lot of beers do fail there. The carbonation is still a bit frothy for this style of beer for me. But I hope they make better beer. I hope they just it's like can't expect everyone to make kick-ass beer. I don't know how long they've been in business. They've been in business for like 10 years. There's like no excuse for this, but uh, Bowen Island. It doesn't say on the can how long they've been in business. I don't know. It tastes like shitty pale lager standard. That's what it is. Craft beer, suppose like it's like a craft beer style. It's an old school style that's done up like Lucky Lager. That's exactly it. It's just been skimped. That's all. People that want skimped out cheap beer probably aren't going to buy this. It's a bad business model. Um, you make craft beer, it should taste like craft beer. I'm going to give this beer under halfway because halfway to me is something that's kind of pretty much drinkable, not too flashy, not impressed, nothing I would call good. This is below good. This is maybe at best a 3 to a 4 out of 11 beer. And when I rate high, I rate high. When I rate low, I rate low. It's low, low, low.